Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. Hope everything's good at wherever you guys are. Guys, I've got some interesting news for you. So I've got two-part video. Guys, Joshua and Uysk will be on Sky Sports pay-per-view. Smash the like button in this video, share the video, and we've got some interesting news. Jermall Charlo calls out Demetrius Andrade. Maybe gives Demetrius Andrade a lifeline. Now, I don't know whether, before I get into the video, guys, smash the like button. Make sure to smash the like button. It really helps the channel. So really smash the like button for me. I found that very interesting. With all the stuff going up around Demetrius Andrade and the fact that the walls are closing in with a fight that he may have to be forced on him in Janibek, Jermall Charlo offers him a lifeline by coming out and calling him out. Now, I don't know whether it's cap, as the kids would say, or it's a genuine call out from Jermall Charlo, who has realized the penny is finally dropped, that he needs a big fight. And him fighting Demetrius Andrade would make a lot of financial and make a lot of career sense for himself. So he's decided to call out Demetrius Andrade. Honestly, I would want that fight over the Janibek fight 100%. That's the fight to really make. I don't understand why. Now, the fact that he's come out and said Demetrius Andrade is the fight that I want, this fight needs to happen as far as I'm concerned. I just think the fight needs to happen. I think it's a damn shame that two undefeated, two division world champions have never faced each other. Have not faced each other when they're in the same division. This is why American boxing is dying. This is why there's not a lot going for American boxing, because these type of fights are going down the wayside and they're not fighting one another. The fans are like, why? Why is that possible? How can you have two guys in their absolute prime and they're not fighting one another? It's just bizarre. It's almost laughable. It's almost laughable, you know. But this is what we've got in the American market, where the guys just don't fight each other. It's really difficult. The broadcasting issues, they're with different promoters. Now, we know that Demetrius Andrade is not even with Eddie Hearn anymore. He's left. And even if he was with Eddie Hearn's not going to come in his way. Eddie Hearn said a year or two ago that if they want to make the fight on Fox, we're happy to release Andrade and do the fight on Fox. You can do the fight on Fox. Eddie Hearn mentioned this. He mentioned this. So why this fight hasn't happened, I don't know, because there was never any roadblocks. The only thing that I can think of is that Charlo didn't want the fight. Charlo was avoiding Demetrius Andrade. Hence why there was no fight. Now, Charlo probably looks at it, I haven't got any options. Canelo and Gigi are fighting. I'm the other champion. Andrade's the other champion. It's a massive fight. It's a big payday. And I think the pennies dropped with Charlo. I don't think that was cap. I think it was a sincere call out. The only problem is how they're going to make the fight. And will the WBO allow to sanction that fight as a unification fight? Because we've heard that unifications trump mandatories. Because of the fact that Janibek has been messed around, the WBA may not sanction it now, because they may think, oh, not again, you know, these guys always say they're going to fight, but they never fight. So it depends on what the WBO going to do. If there is an opportunity to make this fight, the WBO and the sanctioning body should come together and sanction this fight, because it's a way bigger fight than the Janibek fight. It makes a lot of sense for both guys, and also we'll have a unified champion. And also, I think the interesting fact is that the winner could fight Golovkin. The winner could fight Golovkin for the undisputed, and that might entice Golovkin to come back down to middleweight. That might entice Golovkin to come back down to middleweight to fight one of the winner of this fight. I really hope, sincerely hope that they can make this fight. I think it needs to be made for the good of the sport, for the good of American boxing, which I think has been dying because these fights, unfortunately, are not being made. And if I'm honest with you, I am hopeful. I am hopeful because I look at it and I think Andre's got nowhere to go. Charlo's got nowhere to go. It's the perfect time to really make the fight. If I'm totally honest with you, it's a perfect time to make the fight for both guys. I think it couldn't make any more sense It couldn't make any more sense. So personally, I think the penny should drop with both of them and they should make the fight. If they both believe in themselves and they both want to make life-changing sums. And listen, I don't know how big the fight will be, because in America, it's very hard to do big numbers. And Andrade's not a huge name. He's still, you know, he's definitely, his name's definitely up there now. I think he's not as unknown as he once was. I think he's definitely now become a bigger name with some of his shenanigans at the Canelo press conference and him trying to get himself out there, doing these silly videos at times, you know, so that can get you out there. So I do think Andrade's name is definitely, I think his, I won't say his popularity, but I think his name is his value has definitely gone up in the sport of boxing. And I think a fight with him and Charlo would be pretty big now. I think right now is the time to strike, because I think any more waiting it out any longer, we may get a crap fight. We may get a shot to bits, Demetrius Andrade, because again, even Christian, who's one of Demetrius Andrade's biggest fan, he said to me the other day that Andrade might not be the same fighter. You know, so a lot of Andrade fans have a worry about Andrade now. And they're worried, as I mentioned, that if Andrade finally fights a top name and a big fight, maybe a Janibek, maybe a Charlo, and he gets wiped out because he's not the same guy, he's going to be viewed, his legacy is going to be tarnished and viewed as he's a guy that cherry-picked guys, or he's a guy that fought nobodies, and when he fought somebody, he got wiped out. That's how people are going to view him. So that's why it's so important when if Andrade does get that big fight, that he performs. Otherwise, his legacy is going to be non-existent. And the fight with Charlo, that's a massive fight. You know, the Janibek fight is against a really good fighter and a top fighter, but the Charlo fight is a legacy fight. That's two undefeated champions, you know, fighting each other for legacy. Potentially, who's the better man out of the two? So for me, that could really put Andrade or Charlo on that next level. So I really hope that Charlo and Andrade get it on. I really hope. I'm not sure the fight will happen, just because we know how the sport is, and there's always a lot of roadblocks. But there shouldn't be. If Charlo wants to fight now, Andrade is a free agent. What's stopping that fight from happening? What's stopping Steven Espinoza putting that fight on? I don't quite understand. I think that's an easy fight to make. I think it should be an easy fight to make. I don't know what would be difficult about making that fight. So that's some news about Charlo and Andrade. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about that. And let's go on to Joshua Uysk. So guys, it looks like Joshua Uysk will now be broadcasted on Sky Sports in the UK. Obviously, there was a lot of confusion to what's actually going on. I heard reports that they were even saying that unfortunately Sky have pulled out because they didn't think they were going to make any profit, or they were trying to teach Hearn a lesson, and they've now pulled out. And there was a chance that this fight wasn't going to be broadcasted in the UK, and there wasn't going to be a broadcast again. The Saudis weren't happy with Hearn, etc. That didn't seem possible to me. That didn't seem possible to me, because there was no way that Anthony Joshua Usyk fight, which is a UK, you know, a lot of the pay-per-view buys are going to come from the UK. It wouldn't make any sense for that fight to be on any other platform. Or it wouldn't make any sense for that fight not to be in the for there not to be a broadcaster in the UK. It would make absolute no sense. So yeah. Interesting times. So yeah, we've got hopefully get a good fight between those two. And yeah, let me know who you think wins. I think it's potentially a great fight down the line. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.